The next one we're going to do is a traditional number that we adopted. This is Just As the Tide Was Flowing. It's, how do you put it? What's the best? Prostitution. This song's about prostitution.
It's the only way, isn't it?
And it's not how you'd expect either. Lovely sailor comes to the shore, meets lovely girl, and they do something off camera. Lovely girl puts some money in the sailor's pocket, says, "I'm always here next time you're around." And she actively encourages him to go and spend that money on other lovely ladies at other shores. Chanced to stray where he beheld some lover. Her cheeks were red, her eyes were brown, her hair in ringlets hanging down, and her lovely brow without a frown, just as the tide was flowing. No more did say, but on her way they both did gang together. The small birds sang, the lambs did play, how pleasant was the weather. They being weary both sat down beneath a tree with the branches around. And what was said shall ne'er be known, just as the tide was flowing. Upon the grass she then did roll, and her colour it kept changing. And the pretty maid called out, "Alas, don't let your mind be ranging." And she gave him £20 in store, saying, "Meet me when you will, there's more." For a jolly sailor I adore, just as the tide was flowing. They kissed, shook hands, and then did part. Jackie Tar drank rum and brandy. And to keep my shipmates in good cheer, the ladies' gold came handy. And with some other young girl you'll go to the public bar where the brandy flows. Give me the lad that will do so, just as the tide was flowing. Give me the lad that will do so, just as the tide was flowing. Give me the lad that will do so, just as the tide was flowing. Thank you very much. Yeah, you've written down Cappy. Right.
Okay, so now's the time to give Lee a bit of a break on the vocals. As he so eloquently said to me once before, Chris, you need to sing more. Thanks, Lee. So we are going to do a traditional song, which was, if you like, made famous by Bellowheads, and a song called Captain Ward. And
Please don't rush.
I'll try
Good
not to rush
Lord,
too
please
quickly.
don't rush.
So Lee's going to take on John Bowden's fiddle work, and David's going to accompany him with that.
There's no record of this particular battle or this ship being involved in anything to do with Captain Ward. It's still a good song. And the death count goes up. I keep saying it's like 1,500, but you've insisted it's 300, which saddens me.
Well,
that's noticeably less.
It saddens you.
Don't like being wrong.
I think there could be differing stories that tell how many, but there's certainly 300 that die in the
Yeah, because see, the
fifth
version I
verse,
know is not even the same time as yours, is it?
Might not be, no.
Yours one's kicks off at 6. Mine's at 8 o'clock in the morning. They had a lion.
So we've got conflicting versions of this song, but because I'm singing it, it's mine that wins.
This is Chris's version.
I'm going to play it in
So
D.
this is called
Right.
Captain Ward.
Okay, are we ready? Nice and even.
Let's go and look for Captain Ward, far out on the seas he roams, for he is the biggest robber that ever you did hear, and there has not been such a robber found in above this 100 years. The wind blows high and the wind blows low, all on the raging sea. Our ship was sailing from the east and going to the west, all loaded with silks and satins fine and velvets of the best. But in meeting there with Captain Ward, it was a sad meeting, for he robbed us of our wealth and store, and he bid us to tell our king. And the wind blows high and the wind blows low, all on the raging sea. So our king then he had built him a ship of noted fame, and it's called the Royal Rainbow, if you would know her name. And she was as well provided for as any ship could be, with 1,300 sailors bold to bear her company. And the wind blows high and the wind blows low, all on the raging sea. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, how they did begin to fight, and so it did continue there till 8 o'clock at night. Fight on, says Captain Ward, for this port pleases me, and although you fight for a month or more, your master still I'll be. And the wind blows high and the wind blows low, all on the raging sea. And then the Royal Rainbow she fired, but she fired all in vain, until 300 sailors bold all on the ship lay slain. Go home, says Captain Ward, and tell your king from me, 'cause although he's king of all dry land, it's I'm king of the sea. And the wind blows high raging sea. Thank you.